We have father and son in studio and I am excited. Baba Mutoria and Mutoria, karibuni sana.
Thank you very much.
And maybe because sana nimefanya hivyo, tujiintroduce individually. Tuanze na dad ama tuanze na wewe? Tuanze na dad, okay. Dad, this is your camera. Where's your camera? Oh, here's your camera.
So my name is Maura Joroge, and yeah, I'm proud to be Mutoria's father.
Oh, okay. Then unataka ongeze kwa CV? Okay, sawa. Mutoria says you haven't said it all.
Oh, okay. I do some writing. I've written some books. I also do music. Although Mutoria is getting me back to music, I was doing music long ago, a long time ago. And so I'm also in the church.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife is a pastor. And yeah, so we do church music, I do music, and I write books.
And clearly you play instruments. None of shikilia moja hapo.
Yeah, I try.
Okay.
I try. I think I became like a teacher. I taught Mutoria, and he is off far away from me.
Mutoria,
I can't be able to compete with him.
Nasikia your CV.
Nasikia.
Amesema kila kitu.
Amesema
uko sure? Amesema mam. Akasema anaandike vitabu. Kabisa. So we're going to get to you after this very short. I know we played a lot of music, but we're taking a very short commercial break. We'll come back with the introduction of Mutoria and what it is that he does, because clearly, if you've heard what the dad has done, is doing, then you know the apple does not fall far away from the tree. Nasema ukweli. Please share your stories with us. 111 444 111. That is our SMS line. We're just going to be back after this very short commercial break. Welcome back to Full Circle. It is our Father's Day edition this week, and we're inviting you to send your messages to your dads this morning. 111 444 111. That is our SMS line. Shilingi moja tu, and then you get to do that. Now in studio we have father and son, and we just had a proper, serious, deep introduction from Baba Mutoria. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Mutoria, imefika time yako. What did you pick? Who are you? You are so many things. When it comes to music, I think you encompass everything there is in terms of music.
There are a lot. I'm Mutoria, producer, singer-songwriter, and an instrumentalist.
Okay. Ukisikia hivyo zinakatu.
Niliambiwa nilienda class ya kubrand na nikaonyeshwa nikaambiwa ukisema vitu mingi wase watasahau. So
unaziseka hivyo to just let people know which one came first, because dad said he used to sing back in the day, that you're bringing him slowly, roping him back into singing. Was that the first one that came to you?
The significant one was playing keyboard. So when I was 2 years old, my dad's friend alini buy a small, just a toy. I think I ilikuwa toy
piano.
A toy keyboard when I was 2, and nikaipenda, and then my dad knew how to play, so when he saw I have interest akanifunza kucheza. By the time I was 4 years old, alikuwa anaacha nicheze church.
How old were you?
I was 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, he was studying on a stool, on a chair.
Because hata akai ni kama anafikia.
He was studying on a chair, and then he would play at church.
Oh, wow. So that was the very first one.
Yeah.
At what point did you start singing, producing? Did you take naturally? So I think after you finished your school, ukaingia mziki.
It's after nimemaliza high school ndo niliingia like professionally. But before you nimefanya music since then. I think because also I was encouraged by my dad, who is a musician as well.
Yeah.
Alikuwa anaandika songs tukiwa watoto. Jingle Bells, nilikamkujua ati inakuanga na lyrics zingine venye nimekuwa mkubwa. Juu alikuwa ametuandikia lyrics zenye zina make sense in a church kind of way, na ni za Kikuyu.
Oh, wow.
So mimi nasikia za English, niko like, hazipelekani. So I think juu ya kukaa na yeye, na pia alikuwa ametoa muziki, nimekuwa tu nikifanya muziki tangu hiyo time.
Alafu dad, you know, there's especially kuna crop fulani, maybe our fathers na nauko, that we were they were sort of like aligned. Mtoto wangu they need to go to school, to study, be a lawyer, be a doctor, be a prestigious title. But then you are an artist, you saw that in him, nurturing and encouraging him that ukijua pengine maybe ile udaktari ama ualimu ama lawyer maybe will not come by, ama even if it does, maybe this other side will just take over. How was that for you?
You know, when he was very young, actually a toddler, if he would cry, his mom would put on music, and then he would sleep. And so that's how I came to realize that music was in him.
Yeah.
And I also, you know, music wasn't making money during my days, and a lot of people, even artists in Kenya, weren't making any money.
That's true.
So actually, even I wasn't doing it for money, but I know he had a talent, and I wanted to nurture that talent. So I expected him to become a doctor.
Yes,
and I was pushing him into that. But then when he went into music, I said, okay, let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And clearly it's paid fruits. Kile become Dr. Beats.
Yes. Dr. Mutoria.
Did you know that Dad wanted you to become a doctor?
I had no idea.
Nifungua roho session.
He's never insinuated that ever.
Yeah.
He's just been very supportive
of what it is that you felt like you wanted to do.
Yeah.
And you knew from the onset that music is the direction you're going to take even after school.
Actually, when I was young, I wasn't sure that's what I'm going to do as a career, but I loved it so much. Yeah, but I ended up doing it as a career now after school.
Interesting. And instruments. So you played the piano. Of course, now you play other instruments as well.
Yeah.
Dad, una play pia guitar na una play pia piano?
Yes, I do.
Wow. So, and do you just play the two, or there's more?
The bass and the drums as well.
Okay, sorry. When it comes to disciplining our children, Dad, it is a very touchy affair. Right now, things have changed. Back in the day, we'd get a serious whooping. Right now, it's conversations of just sit over there, think about your life. Is this what you want? I'll take your tablet, I'll take your phone. You're not going out, you utacheza uko nje. How was it? Because I'm imagining you were very extroverted. Ulikuwa unapenda kucheza, uko nje, kuimba, kuperform. How was it to like tame ile nataka ukue everything that you want to be, but pia nataka ukue disciplined while you're doing what you love to do?
I love Jesus Christ as my personal savior.
Yes.
And as a Christian, I always wanted to be a different parent.
Okay.
Because I have seen parents who want to be like their parents, like their children's grandparents. And so they shout, they talk in, you know, in ways that to me don't seem Christian.
Okay.
So I wanted to be different. And, you know, God is so, you know, so what? He's not tough on us.
Yeah, he's very forgiving.
You know, he's very forgiving, very loving.
Yes.
And that's how I brought up my children. I have Mutoria and Mwitekia, his sister.
Yeah.
And so... and there's one thing I always told their mother, that children must be children. So sometimes children are beaten for doing some childish things.
Yeah.
But what do you expect? If he's a child, he should be doing some childish things.
Yes.
So I wasn't too tough. I disciplined them. If they they knew if they did something wrong, even if there were visitors, I would take them to their room and give them a few canes.
Yes.
Nothing much, but something. So they knew even when they are visitors, they had to be disciplined.
Yes.
But I also give them room to be children.
Okay.
I allowed them to do what they should do as children.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How was that for you? Do you remember those episodes?
I do. I do. Na ilikuwa poa. Actually, don't remember being beaten but najua hatuko tunataka kukosea Dad, mimi na my sister. Juu pia unajua tu ulikuwa una feel vibaya.
Yeah. And being raised like it's different, like he said, during that time na age ya kina Dad ilikuwa different how he chose to raise you. ilikuanga wengi walikuwa wanachapana, wanakushautia na vitu kama hizo. So
actually
he did different.
Before hata tupigwe, even now for my mom as well, lazima ungeelezwa makosa, ujue ni makosa inapigwa si wewe.
And that's something we always did with his mother, is that and that's what parents should know. We are not using our hearts to beat them. Either I would use my belt or a pair of slippers or something, but something else. But after beating them, then I use my hands to show love. So I pick him up, I hold him, because my hands are for showing love, not for beating and pinching and all that.
No.
So I can't even remember one time I pinched my son or my daughter. No. So I would take something, I discipline, and then I pick him up immediately after that. And then so I know that makes the child to feel loved and appreciated. Yes, there is a mistake, and we've already explained why he's getting the discipline. And then after that, I show love. So you've messed, I give you the discipline, but I still love you.
Oh my goodness. I think that's the most beautiful thing I've had so far, and it's Monday. I hope you're sharing your stories with us. 111-444-111. That is our SMS line. Please share your Father's Day messages with us. Highlights of you growing up, things that happened during the time that you were growing up. If you're a father right now, what what are you learning as you raise your children? What was your greatest fear, Baba Mutoria, as a father?
My greatest fear was to have a useless child. I've seen a lot of useless sons.
Yes.
People who drink, people who get into alcohol, drugs and all that. People who have been raised. There are some parents who have tried to raise up their children very well, but the children just go off.
Yeah.
And so I was fearing that a lot. Especially there's a time Mutoria wasn't coming to church.
Mutoria!
And I was fearing a lot. But now he is back. He is supporting his mother. His mother is the pastor, so he is supporting us and playing the keyboard at church and all that.
Okay.
But my greatest fear was to bring someone up and then that child become useless.
Oh my goodness. Did you feel the pressure? They brought you up well. You were brought up in church and you have a career that is putting you in the world. You understand what I mean?
I do.
Uko kwa dunia, uko party, ndio kila kitu ina happen, uko you're creating music for this.
Kumbuka, you know, most of the gigs inakuanga
kwa clubs, usiku.
Exactly. Nafika home 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Kulikuwa na pressure mob. Hata sahi, I think bado kwa na hiyo pressure juu. Especially after nime interact na a lot of people. I've had so many people come to me and talk to me about even my family, because wamekuwa tu imekuwa different, and my dad especially, and I've interacted with so many people who their dads are not exactly the same.
Yeah.
So na feel pia siwezi taka waste.
That's true. So ilikuwa kuna pressure ya I am a young human being making money, living my life, and I still have to uphold the teachings of my father.
Yeah.
So ile time yenye uko unaenda kanisa Mutoria. Ndio unajua amesha kuseti.
Ameniseti manze.
Kulikuwa kunaenda aje? Ulikuwa unafeel like a pressure ka I know this is another Sunday. I probably have a gig out of town and I wouldn't be able to be with them.
I think ilikuwa journey ya kujitafuta.
Okay.
So nilikuwa nimefika point nilikuwa nimejam na religion, nimejam na wazungu, colonization.
Yeah.
So niko like as in history yote ya religion kwenye ilitoka wapi, like I make sense, tulikuwa tunaishi before wakuje, ilikuwa whole episode, but ilikuwa poa nilipitia. Juu sasa hizi niko na a better understanding of what church is or what religion or Christianity is. And kitambo ingekuwa ni naenda juu hivyo ndio tunafanyanga, naenda juu that's the culture, but now naenda juu yangu.
Yeah, you know why.
Exactly.
Si kwa sababu dada alituambia tuendange church.
Exactly.
Na kasadaka kila Sunday.
Yeah.
Now you do it because you understand why you're doing it and you're doing it for yourself.
Exactly.
That what does it make you feel, Kiskia?
No, I feel very happy, especially when you know he do it from inside himself, his own decision. And actually we didn't pressure him to come back, so he brought himself back. And I like that.
God pressured me.
I think walikuwa naomba huko fasting ilikuwa inaendelea. Hawakuambii Mutori arudi lakini warfare. So you did not pressure him at all. You understood that it is a face and you let him be himself.
Yeah.
Lakini alikuwa ananiuliza kila Sunday, sasa unakuja?
Alafu yaulizwi na ubaya. Ni ile tu kuna lunch hata leo.
Utakuja? Okay, sawa, haya basi next Sunday.
And immediately after that phone call utakuwa tu like, "Why?" Ama you'd know the phone call is coming.
Yeah.
You'd know. Ile phone call itakam. But now it's so much better. There's no pressure. You're doing what you want to do and you know why you're doing it, which is amazing. We're going to take a very short commercial break. When we come back, we'll have father and son perform. E-guitar, C prop. E-C prop. So we're going to see a bit of that happening after we come back. But right now, please share your stories with us. If you want to send a message to your father today, this is the time. 111 444 111. That is our SMS line. You can do that on social media as well. Switch TV KE on Instagram, Switch TV Kenya on Facebook, and we'll be going through them after this very short commercial break. Don't go too far. Welcome back to Full Circle. We are celebrating our fathers today. So I'm going to be reading some of your SMSs on our SMS line. That is 111 444 111. Just send in yours. Kama hujatuma already. Tell every father I owe them respect. Good morning, Mikali. I'm Wedi. And I would wish if I would get a chance to speak with you. I need help. Okay. You can speak to me. Mikali Mary on Facebook. It's Mikali Mary on Instagram as well, so DM me. I'll be checking that out. And Asema, hi sweet, you celebrate fathers who has been there for us, looking and taking care of us. We love you so much. Morning, Mikali. I'm Nancy, watching from Muranga. First of all, I love the son-father setup right there. It looks very lovely. I want to wish him and my father a happy Father's Day. We love you. Alafu Mikali, ambia the dad kama anatafutia kijana wake mke niko hapa. Or anyways, hey you guys, anyways, wasalimike sana.
Mmesalimika sana.
Mmesalimika sana. Hiyo Nancy, nitakuulizia hii swali. I got you. Good morning, Mikali. It's Shan. I'm locked in from Machakos. I'd like to wish my dad a fabulous Father's Day, wherever he is. I love him, but I don't say it enough times. And I think this is the thing. We don't say it. We don't. Do you say I love you, Daddy?
Once in a blue moon.
Once in a Daddy ameshakujivia. So it's
but he does.
He says it in other ways.
Yes.
Probably not I love you.
But even that one
he does.
He
once
does.
Hey, sour.
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
But you know deep down that he does.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I know that.
So to improve, Mutoria.
I don't know. Me, I'm more of an action
kind of person.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll show it.
You're saying I love you. It's not the words I want to hear from you. Unajua ngoma chenye nasamanga?
Yeah. Okay.
Napendanga chenye usema.
Okay. So imefika ile muda nilipromise our audience that you're going to be performing Father Son duo. Tuko tayari? Beautiful. Unasali nilikuwa nimekasirika, nilikuwa nafikiri inaisha tu hivyo. That is so, do you do this at home? Ukienda visiting, kuona wazazi, sometimes mom is there, your sister is there. Do you guys jam?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Kwa sababu inakani kama kuna sauti zote. Mimi nikiingia huko tunaharibu. Kuna rap. Mimi na rap to your part. But Mutoria, you are a dad as well.
Yes. A new one.
New dad.
Yeah.
Kuna pressure unasikia after
of course.
Mali unatoka and how you were handled.
Yeah. Yeah.
How young are you into it?
A month.
No.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Like happy fast Father's Day to you.
Yeah, it was the first day. Asante.
Oh my goodness. So what are some of the things that are going through your head? Because are you raising a boy, a girl?
Boy.
No pressure, a lot of pressure.
Actually nafurahi ni boy. Ingekuwa dem ningeshtuka kidogo.
Kwa nini?
acha ikuwe boy kwanza, at least juu naelewa vijana better kuliko wasichana.
Okay. So what are some of the things that pengine wewe ukiangalia life yako na ukiangalia maybe how you'd like to raise your son?
I think venye tu ulikuwa unasema, yani standard ya venye tuliraiziwa nilikamkuona baadaye ilikuwa different, ilikuwa high, na naweza taka kuachieve the same ama more. I would want to do more for them as well.
Okay.
Na isikue unajua like niweze kutumia chenye nililearn pia nikigrow up
kwa impact life yake pia. That means wewe ni grandfather. Are you a first time grandfather now?
Yes, first time grandfather.
Yeah. Congratulations as well.
Thank you.
And so this means mnashikana ni tunalea pamoja.
Yeah.
Because I mean, where else would you go to if you had, questions about what is right, what is wrong, how do I do this?
For sure.
Right, it would definitely be dad.
Yeah.
That's powerful. You are very blessed, I have to say. We have a few SMSs. Wacha ni tutakuja kwa ile SMS ya Nancy baadaye. Nancy, nilisema, I promise I got you. So, hi sweet, I wish my father Robert Wambogo a happy Father's Day. I'm to support his 7 kids a lot. We love him very much. Nesh kutoka Meru amesema, I love you dad. Mwikali, wasalimie sana na pia wewe usalimike, asanti. Na salimika. Hi Mwikali, I'm Del from Bungoma. Salimia that cute boy. Nimesha sema he's a father, 1 month old.
Kama hajasikia.
Niongeze volume. Hi Mwikali, I just love you so much and say hi to that father son combo. Nawapenda sana. So salamu kwenyu. Show iko lit. I'm Jane kutoka Mwihoko. Hi sweet, I love my father a lot. I wish him a long life full of success. I love you more. That is Daisy Kipkoech. Agi from Mayo Road unasema, Maya Road I think. Say hi to my dad Caleb. He is a hero. So hi Caleb. They're killing it. Father-son combination. I love it. Hello Mwikali, lovely performance from the Motorias. Enjoying the show to the fullest. And wow, super performance from the dad and son. So amazing. I love it. That is a lady watching from Isili. Asante sana for tuning in. Dad, what would be your advice to, fathers out there? Kuna wazazi, there are fathers who do not have a proper relationship with their children. That has happened over and over, and we can't ignore the fact that is happening still. Okay. And maybe after that you can talk to, Akina Motorias who are just getting into fatherhood. What would be your advice to them?
Okay, one thing I need to say is that whatever a father does affects the children, either directly or indirectly.
Yeah.
And actually that's what I was telling another father yesterday, that whatever he does, he should know that it affects the children. So fathers should be very, very careful. Actually, I'm beginning a series in YouTube.
Okay.
I've not begun it, but I'm doing that soon.
That is on YouTube, Motoria? Is that you? Okay.
Yeah, so to talk to the fathers.
Okay.
To show them the impact of their lives and whatever they do.
Yes.
Or even what they don't do. Because that will definitely affect their children. And so I should tell fathers with bigger children that things have changed, and actually they should not raise their children like they were raised.
That's true.
Because what will happen is that they'll raise up kids that are wayward. So we should change with times. And if you are Christian, then you also need to be like God. One of the things I learned from Paul is that he said he was listening, I think it's the church of either Colossians, that he was bringing them up like a father does, encouraging them. And one of the greatest things about fatherhood is encouraging. Yeah. And there are lots of fathers who don't encourage their children. And because of the way we are raised, we think that by being tough, that you are bringing up a good child.
Yeah.
But one of the biblical characters of raising a father is encouraging. Encouragement is very, very important, and that's even what God does to us. He encourages us. He is soft with us, not very hard, not too tough. And that way, we are going to be able to bring a completely different generation. So for fathers who are beginning like Motoria, they should learn the biblical principles of fatherhood.
Okay.
You know, that will bring a completely different thing in Kenya. And one of the major things I'm thinking about is that as a father, you need to teach your child something,
Yes.
which is very, very important. You know, I always wondered why Solomon asked God to give him wisdom. And that, you know, I was wondering why because Solomon gave a sacrifice to God, and then God told Solomon, ask for whatever you want.
Yeah.
And Solomon said, give me wisdom.
Yes.
But I came to realize as I read the book of Proverbs, and Solomon says that when I was in my father's house,
Yeah.
an only child of my father,
Yeah.
my father told me to seek wisdom above everything else, above silver, above gold, above everything else. And so when Solomon had an opportunity with God to ask for something, he remembered what his father had told him, and he said, wisdom. And God said, because you have asked for wisdom, I'll give you everything else. I'll give you honor, I'll give you money, I'll give you wealth, everything else above wisdom. And so I would tell young fathers like Motoria, I would tell other fathers to have something that you give to your children, which is variable. Like David gave to his son Solomon,
Yes.
and that changed the whole life of Solomon. And so, like my dad, I actually want to wish my father, Johnson Joroge, in Sorai Nakuru, happy Father's Day.
Okay.
I called him yesterday morning and wished him, and I wish him again.
Yes.
And my father gave me something, and what he gave me is that I should always thank God for things that are not tangible. Like we've not been to hospital throughout this year in my family, so that's something God has given me. It's not tangible. You may not be able to give it to somebody, but it's a very, very great blessing. And so I challenge fathers to look for something very special to give to their children, so that, you know, a lot of fathers tell children, make money, and that's why you see even our MPs, our leaders, when they get an opportunity, they steal from us. Because they were taught to make money.
Whatever the means.
Whatever the means.
Yes.
But if they are given good values, Kenya will change. The world will change.
I think you have such
subscribe.
Yes. Yes. That is where I was going with this conversation. I think you have such an important message for fathers in this country, and your YouTube channel, this is the time. Inaitwa aje? Mwaura Njoroge on YouTube. To subscribe huko.
Yes.
Please, let's do this for Dad. It's Father's Day, and as you can hear, he has amazing nuggets of wisdom for all fathers, men in general out there. So just go right ahead and do just that. Motoria, you've made such some huge strides when it comes to your career. You have unatoka hapa unaenda hapa unaenda hapa unaenda hapa. Maybe you can tell us a bit about that. You were in a band as well. You are a songwriter. You have an album out. You play instruments. You've been in Cox. What haven't you done? Your career is beautiful, you know, to say the least.
Wow. Asante. Sijaiangalia from your side.
Serious. Like that's unaona.
Yes.
Hey.
What can I say about that? I think it's passion driven.
Okay.
So right after high school, hata nikitafuta majob nini wase wameishi kujua ule kijana wa mziki. Kila pali naenda nikisikia tu gitaa inacheza, piano inacheza, nataka tu kukuwa around hapo.
Okay.
So right after high school kuna msee aliniambia audition ya place inaitwa Sauti Academy. I went and met other artists when wako as passionate as I am. Passion driven as well. Na tukaanza sasa kufikiria, tulikuwa na mwalimu mnoma sana anaitwa Natalie. Ni alikuwa amefungua hiyo shule. Actually hiyo ndio kitu ya kwanza ilinishangaza sana. Mtu anatoka country yao, yani wa Denmark. Anakam Kenya kufungua a voice school.
Did we even have one?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Ati si music, hafunzi ati kucheza gitaa, kuimba tu. Though that was very random and very forward thinking. And saa kutoka hapo nikapata wase wengine pia wenye wanapenda muziki, and it's been you know, imekuwa tu ikipanda pole nikalan kuhusu biashara, nikatokwa, kalipa pesa kidogo, but the more unaifanya na juu ni passion huchoki. Up until nikapatana na the band that I play with now, wanaitwa The Movement.
Yeah.
And we decided to stick to that brand. Nikakam kuwork na Kina Soul, and now saizi sasa nataka kuendelea.
Unajua tuko kwa TV.
Oh.
Unajua watu nini tena kubrag kidogo.
Kweli?
Yeah, Soul Generation yawa.
Yeah. Soul Generation.
So you produce for them?
I produce for them as well.
Some of the songs that you produced so far zenye tunazijua ziko huku nje.
Kuna what do you call it, the birthday song, Yanviring, there's Lucy Benson, akiziupotea nikiulizwa.
Mimi najua mimi nazijua lakini natangoja tu useme lakini sawa. But so you are a resident producer for Soul Generation?
Yes, we can say that. Yeah.
We can say that, okay. And what were you doing for Coke Studio? Tunakuja kumaliza hapa ndio tunamaliza na highlights.
Coke Studio, actually hiyo ndio ilifanya ni launch career yangu kama as a solo artist.
Yes.
A friend of mine aliniambia kuna hii challenge fulani wase wameanza Instagram ya kutengeneza beats. So I just joined and wase wakaipenda sana, ika trend. And ikafanya hadi Coke Studio watengeneza new segment ya new producers.
Yes.
Ndio niingie kwa hiyo show. So hiyo ndio time nilifikiria yani up until now dream yangu ya Coke Studio imekuwa, because I was also an instrumentalist. So wale wase niliwajua wameenda Coke Studio ilikuwa my instrumentalist kucheza uko hivyo uko nyuma. Nikashanga yani so naweza enda kama mimi peke yangu.
Imagine.
And wase like.
Yeah.
So ikanipea pia hiyo confidence ya kufanya vitu zangu kivyangu.
Okay.
And from there nikaanza tu kufanya
muziki pia. You've collaborated with such powerful singers. Singers wenye hawako kwa mainstream lakini tunawapenda, tunataka wakue. Yani I love their music. How can people get in touch with you directly? Take me to Imagination.
Unaweza niongelesha tu music Instagram DM zangu.
Okay.
Usiseme tu hey,
sema kile unahitaji. So Instagram inaitwa MUTORIAH. And actually on all socials. On TikTok, on YouTube as well. Okay. Tujibu swali ya Nancy saizi ama dadi tuachana ile.
Swali ya Nancy ilikuwa?
Nancy kama dadi atuambie kama anakutafutia mtu. Tulishajibu.
Alikataa
kutafutiwa. Ako tu sawa. Asanteni sana. YouTube ya dad ni Mwaura Njoroge. Motoria on all socials.
Yeah.
Iko na H, Motoria yake iko na H. And you did a good job with the naming. Hata sister yako na jina poa sana. Asanteni sana. We're going to take a very short commercial break, but please keep sending in your Father's Day messages. We'll be sampling them after we come back. Don't go too far.